Hello and welcome to another episode of Ken Training, where we want to give you the training that you need to tackle projects like this one on your own. As you can see behind me, I'm on a drywall patch and paint project, and I'm doing a separate video on that. But this video is a review of this particular drywall sander. Who cannot stand drywall dust? Anybody that does any type of drywall work and they have to do sanding knows that fine talcum powder from the drywall joint compound, it gets, if you're working in I'm in a commercial building now, but if you're in a residential home, it hits your home and the home 3 houses away from you, because the stuff travels everywhere. And if you're working in the house and you're working downstairs, it travels upstairs, it travels all over the place. It is ridiculous to work with. So I am developing and just joining the professional drywallers to go with dustless extraction. So I'm putting bags in my vacuum cleaners rather than the filters that come with Shop Vacs. I'm going with this type of product, and I am even thinking about purchasing the Dust Deputy, which is that cyclone type machine. But for right now, we are just purchasing this because this is just a very small project that a DIYer may want to purchase. Okay, so inside the box comes one piece of 220 grit open mesh. Now I purchased this as an extra, which is the 3M in a medium, and it comes with 2 pieces of paper, and I forget the price. I think it might have been $10, but anyways, I put one on there right now. But basically, let me just take this thing apart so you can see exactly how it operates. There's a couple of screws here, or a couple of caps that connect to some screws, and this whole thing just comes right off. So there's basically, these are all the pieces of the unit. It's just the 2 caps, the handle, and then this item right here. The bottom of it looks like this. So it's got, when you put your mesh over this area, there's the holes to allow the suction, and it's got all these crevices to allow it to all travel towards where there's a vacuum. Then when you're looking at your handle has the holes here and here, and there's an adjustment on the handle that will allow you to adjust how much vacuum goes through. So you can go to this way with maximum vacuum, or this way with maximum bypass, so that a lot goes in here and less gets sucked out here. So I'm not sure exactly where to set mine. I guess I'll set it to maximum vacuum so that when I'm vacuuming, all the drywall dust goes in the machine. So that's how I'm going to set this one up. Now, when you want to put your pad on, all I'm going to do is just take the pad, put it down on my work surface here, center it so everything is centered, and then just working one side at a time, I'll work this front side here first. Hang on one second, let me just do that again. So let me center my pad, fold that over, bring this over here, and now I'll go ahead and get that cap on and start it. On this side, what I'll do is I'm just going to lift up slightly and get my lip in here. There we go, and then push that down, put the cap on, and make sure that both of these caps are on there tight. Close that door, and it comes with some attachments here that you can put for your Shop Vac. So the first attachment here, I'll just connect that on right here. There we go. Like so that is fully connected to the handle, and then on the other end we'll determine what your Shop Vac connection is So this will go on here. Let me get that on all the way. There we go. There we go. So now that's on all the way there, and then this can either go in this way, or there's an adapter here, and we'll see what my vacuum, my shop vac needs in order for this to function. Okay, so here is my Dayton shop vac, and I think it's a 10-gallon, although it doesn't say the gallons right on it. Now, I would like to take the hose from the Marshalltown drywall sander and attach it to this hose of my shop vac, but these two hoses are not compatible, even with the adapter that they put on there. This isn't a configuration that will work. So, but if I take this and let's see here. Now, normally you have to unscrew this. Let's see if this will screw right in. Ah, all right. So I can use it this way directly into my shop vac, but I'm limited on how high I am from away from the shop vac. Let me just give you a demonstration far back. Okay, so your shop vac can go well as high as my head. Is how high I can stand with this. Luckily, my project is within this reach, so I can use the hose this way. But if my job was taller, I'd have to incorporate some different type of a hose attachment. Okay, now we're on to the sanding. Okay, so if you take the door, the little bypass port here, and you put it closed, when you go to sand, it just sticks to the wall and it won't move. So you really got to open up the door, in my case, like 100%, just in order to get it to move. Now, the grit that I have on here at 120 is a little bit too coarse for this because my wall is not that far off, so I'm going to switch over to 220. Alright, we've got some 220 on here. I'll go back to sanding. Let me tell you, my first initial review of this tool is that I am very happy with this tool, and I can see myself already recommending this 100% at the end of this video, because there's like no drywall dust that came out of my project. It all got sucked into the machine 100%, which is phenomenal. I don't have drywall dust flying everywhere. I'm not covered in drywall dust. First initial impressions, love it. Total thumbs up. By the way, give me a thumbs up for this video right now. I need those likes. Thank you. Alright, here's what's in the vacuum cleaner after doing this. Alright, so I don't have bags yet. I got bags on order to put in here, so I just have this one pleated filter. But all the drywall dust is here in the pleated filter. So, and it is not on my job site. Check out the floor. See the floor? That's like that was the condition that the floor was in before we started the project. So this tool here, this Marshalltown tool is a complete slam dunk winner. Absolutely slam dunk winner. Have a couple of different grits on hand. I thought that I needed to start off with the 120 grit, but the 220 grit that's in there now, that actually came with it, was more appropriate for my wall, because my wall was not that, it didn't have that many different elevations, so I just needed to do like a fine sanding. I might be at a finished coat right now. So total thumbs up to this product right here. I'll leave a link below so you can purchase one. Okay, that's going to conclude this video. Please click on like if you haven't done so already. If you have, do it again. I need more likes. And subscribe to my channel, Ken Training, and I will catch you on the flip side.